Hello, welcome to Easy English. So today I'm on Brighton Beach and I want to find out how the people of Brighton met their best friend. Let's go. How did you meet your best friend?
We bought a house off him.
What?
I turned up in at RAF Larbrück, which is a RAF camp in Germany. The fellow I was replacing was in the same room as my now best mate. Within about 20 minutes, they'd stripped me naked and tried to shave me nuts. So that's how we met.
And that was it?
That was it, yeah.
Been
friends ever since. And that was in about 1984, I suppose I got there.
I see. And was he English or German?
Yeah. No, he was English. We were both RAF firefighters at the time. So, and we've remained, him, there's another two fellows I was in Germany with. The four of us have remained sort of friends ever since, really.
So, my best friend, her name's Vanita.
Yeah.
She lives in Scotland. We met a long time ago in Malaysia, where we were both born. And she is the sister of my first ex-boyfriend.
How did you meet your best friend?
I met my best friends at school when I was 7 in junior school. And Auntie Claudia and Auntie Ellen. And they're now my children's godparents.
Well, one of them's mine.
One of them's your godparent, yep. And we've been friends forever. We don't live anywhere near each other anymore, though.
Right.
So one lives in Oxford and one lives in London.
I met my best friend Vicky when I was 8 years old in junior school, and we have remained friends ever since. We went to senior school together, and then I got married and had children, and she didn't. She remained single. Mm-hmm. But we've always met up once a week. And now I am 66 years old and we are still best mates and we see each other every week.
No.
Yes.
Really?
It's fantastic.
Wow.
We've lots of support through thick and thin, ups and downs of life, and we're always there for each other.
How did you meet your best friend?
I met my best friend at primary school. I was about 6 years of age. We went through school together. We went to junior school. Then as we got older, we went our own paths, our own separate ways, but we kept in touch. Yeah. I moved down to live in this area, in Rottingdean, and my friend went to live in Harrogate in Yorkshire.
Oh, really?
But we still kept in touch. We had plans to meet up regular and go on holidays after our retirement. And he died of cancer about 6 years ago now. So all them plans went out of the window, but we still keep in touch with his wife to see how she is. And we just go along from there. So it was a great shame that he died when he did, but he was a very young man when he died.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid that is life.
And can you tell me what his name was?
Eric.
Eric. How did you meet your best friend?
Well, my best friend, I wouldn't say I've got just one best friend, but currently I've got two very good friends who I've known since I was about 14, which is getting on near 60 years. I met them both at school. I met one, we went to the same school. He's in a class below me. He was my brother's best friend. And the other chap, I met him on a bus on the way to school. So, and they've remained good friends for the last nearly 60 years.
Tell me about how you met your best friend.
I met my best friend. Do I give names?
Yeah, go for it.
I met my best friend Sandy when she moved into my area, and we've now been friends for 42 years. She's an amazing person, very likeable, very easy to get on with. Yeah. Do you want to ask me some questions about her?
Yeah, go on then. So when you said she moved into your area, how did you actually meet though?
Walking the children, walking our babies.
Okay. So
she hasn't been a lifelong best friend, but from the age of mid-20s, my mid-20s, she has been.
This video is sponsored by Italki, the site that allows you to find online language teachers for one-on-one tutoring. As a new user, you'll get $10 in Italki credits after your first lesson if you register using the link go.italki.com/easy English. If you don't like reading complicated language books or listening to pre-recorded audio courses, then Italki is for you. You'll get to practice your conversational skills under different real-world scenarios, as speaking with humans is the best way to learn a language. You can customize your lessons to cater for your learning needs and interests, and the one-on-one lessons provide you undivided attention with teachers at your preferred time, whether you're at home, at the airport, or at your local park. You have complete access. So head on over to Italki with this link, go.italki.com/easy English to start your first lesson and get $10 in lesson credits. What was it about them that, did it just click, or was there certain characteristics that you...
Yeah, I think it just clicked, and similar attitudes to a lot of things, or similar likes and interests. So
what was it about Dave that, other than the nut shaving, that, made you have this close connection?
I don't know, really. It's we had things in common. We were doing the same. We're in the same line of work, I suppose. We're both in the forces, which is sort of a bit of a family in its own right, I suppose. He was just a bit of a drunkard, and so was I at 17, 18. So
She's fun, and she's quite insightful, say. She's really, really stubborn. That's not really why she became my best friend, but that's definitely a very strong trait of hers. And we sort of share some interests, music and love of dancing and socializing, things like that.
Okay.
And
does her stubbornness sort of get you out of sticky situations?
Her stubbornness, no, actually drives me mad. Absolutely mad.
What are her character traits? Why is she such a good friend?
She is fun. Yeah. We like the best things together, walking and partying occasionally when we're allowed, not now, but and we go out exploring. I think that's been the best thing, and since lockdown, we go out together into the countryside. We both appreciate the peace and the forest bathing, I suppose you can call it. We love the woods. And we share just things that, we both enjoy. Eating, drinking. And we've got lots of memories from the past, So we talk about our memories. It's so important to have a good friend, but to have one of that long-standing is, I think, quite unique.
Yeah. I don't know many people that have friends since that age. From 8, did you say?
Yes.
Wow, yeah.
We both had the same sort of personality.
Yeah.
And we just sort of, when you're at junior school, you have your little friends.
Yeah.
And you have your mates. And there's some who you call friends, but you don't really play with them or go near them, but they're still friends. Yeah. But we were really, really close.
Yeah.
Every day at, playtime.
Yeah.
Where's Eric? Wow. Or he'd be saying, where's Malcolm? And then we just sort of grew up that way. And our parents and Eric's parents mixed and got together, and we just formed like a group.
Wow.
Well, we are all musicians, so we are in the same band together. So I play the drums, and Guy's a singer, and Clive's a harmonica player.
Nowadays?
Yes, and we kept that band going.
Wow.
And that's been a major part of keeping us in touch with each other and having a lot of fun as well.
Oh wow, what's your band's name?
It's called The Splinters.
She compliments me, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. She brings the best out in me.
Ah.
Whereas, you meet people and you think, oh, they're lovely, but then you just can't connect.
Yeah.
We connected straight away. But she's not the superior one of the group, but she does. Yes, she compliments me.
And how often do you speak?
Depending, sometimes once every other day and sometimes once a month, it just depends on what's happening and where we are.
And how often do you speak now?
Well, he's in Manchester, so we try and meet up once a year. We normally speak, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times a year, I suppose.
Okay.
Not that often, I suppose, but
when you do, it's like...
Yeah, we sort of pick up from where we left off, really, and yeah, it's like we sort of haven't been apart for that long, if you see what I mean, because we just sort of carry on where we were. So, yeah.
And now you said she lives in Scotland, right?
She lives in Scotland,
and
yeah.
Do you live on the coast?
I live in London, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then that's quite a distance. So how do you maintain this friendship?
Well, luckily there's Zoom, there's FaceTime,
Yeah.
especially during a pandemic.
Yeah.
And yeah, we chat a lot and text a lot, things like that. And I'm planning to see her soon, actually.
Nice.
You know, since we're coming out of this pandemic.
You going up or she's coming down?
I wouldn't mind going up just for a change of scenery. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm here.
And you stay in touch?
Yes, yeah, we stay in touch. We're seeing each other this weekend.
Oh, really?
So that'll be lovely. Not you. And we stay in touch on by texting and Zoom and sending emails and messages.
Play dates.
And play dates.
And play dates. And how frequently do you speak to each other?
Probably every week. Not as much as we used to before we all had children.
Good memories?
Great memories. Some really good times. I'll just tell you one story.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Okay, yeah. We've been out one night, and his parents' house backed onto the Rochdale Canal. So we've been out for a night and we had a few to drink and we're going home there. And he says, I know a shortcut to my parents' house, right? Rochdale Canal. I know part of the canal where it's shallow. So I said, good, because I don't want to walk all the way around. So we had a few to drink. We just, plopped ourselves into the Rochdale Canal. I thought it would be ankle deep and it was up to here. So we got to wade through the Rochdale Canal. I said, Eric, what happened? He said, it was further up. I remember now, it was further up. And we're up to here in water.
I remember now.
I mean, we're just wading through. And at the time, it was funny, but in the morning it was even more funny. When we, recollected it and we thought of what we'd done. It was absolutely superb, yeah.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. Let me know in the comments below how you met your best friend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
So we compliment each other, I suppose. We don't drink like we used to, so it's nice to be able to go out and not get absolutely hammered and just have a normal conversation now, I suppose. Yeah. Now we're a lot older.
No, it's 5 minutes. Are you not my best friend?
I don't think you will be for very long.